like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the ocean. I had a in my shoulder. You got a vision. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He saw the middle was closed. Tried to bounce it outside. That didn't work either.
Very rarely can you bounce something that's designed to go into the middle all the way to the outside and expect to get help and get there. Usually all the blocking is there. In this case, blocking was in the middle, bounced up, stacked up. Now he was outflanked when he tried to get outside.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Benson Mayowa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Handoff to Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
They go play action here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, come on.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Carr now on first down. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, Carr. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Get set. 180.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Logeezy027.
From the gun, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. McKinnon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12, 11.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Buchanan. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Flushed out right. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out here in the eye. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll sneak it with Taylor. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyrod Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he'll bang that one through. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go, go. 694. Purdue. 59, check.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's Barkley on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Yo, Chief. 637.
Here's a give to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Carr now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Carr to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Carr. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Taylor. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Again, it's Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Taylor to throw. And it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here again is McCannon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Flush to his right. Runs through the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Slow.
Now McCannon, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Caught left side, Garcon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Now Taylor. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw again is Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Get set. You ready? Wait.
Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Again, it's Williams. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had a fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be seen inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got kinda with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know you be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm in the envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it, that's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a ass. I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get in line.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got kinda with you.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them. Let them out anywhere till them don't need matter. Yup, like in the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-gold hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million a year, die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther week to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown, get down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me? I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if a kid gon' go see me with, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot, went and bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a that. I live today rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. High formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup.
We to the man, Atlanta, head caught to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your at. Drop it out with Alabama at. That would get for trying to battle rap. Hit, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts. Till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny. Till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think it's the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodging steady decking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't from around here. Thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there. Tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black, get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Money back, money back, money back, make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like